welcome to my tour of my Sonic worlds that I made in Minecraft. And you can tell I'm wearing a red Sonic skin because I like red Sonic. I mean, I like the YouTuber who actually pretends to be that guy. So let's continue on with this. 1 second. Oh yeah, there it is. So of course we should start off with Green Hill Zone. And you got a few trees here and there, some sunflowers, you know. You got this pumpkin as totems, which you would see in Green Hill Zone. You got a bridge, like yeah. You see a loop-to-loop there with a shield monitor on the top. And yeah, there. Yeah, that's basically it. And I put the spring here and, you know, just leads you here, which is kind of nothing to be honest. So yeah, that's it. Next is Marble Zone, which is the second level of the first game. And it's just the ruins, and that. Other than the cave system, but I decided not to. It's a silly little thing I just put in. It would have been $10, but I decided not to continue. Maybe let's go to the Starlight Zone now. Now this is the most barren stage. You got this thing which is just like basically like the seesaws and you would see in the stage, but apart from that, it's just literally just Starlight Zone with a loop-to-loop and slopes, and you get the idea. This is Chemical Plant Zone, and yeah, also barren too, but you get this. Put this for detail. I think there's more in this side. Oh no, it's just the same as with that one. You get this, which if you break, you will lead you to this pipe, which you would also see in Chemical Plant Zone. And boom, you're out of there. And I just put this for stand, you know, for stability or stability effect. I could like add some like, you know, the springs that would pop up and just like blast you in the air, but I wouldn't. This one is from Sonic 2, but it's a cut one. It's a cut stage from Sonic 2. It's Dust Hill Zone. And as you can tell, it's also barren. Empty. And also it's above the dead egg, so which is why I put some torches in there. It's probably gonna be more to Metropolis. Yeah, there it is. It actually has more to it, like there's significantly more, at least in my perspective. I don't know why you put that ladder for effect. And when you come to this, you would see the chain that would just like bounce you from side to side, and you know, so you could reach the upper part of the stage. And this is a pipe. You know those things that like you just stand in and you would be transported into some part of the stage? Yeah. And also this purple metropolis of sorts. Yeah, this is called Cyber City, another cut stage from Sonic 2, which would have just effectively been Metropolis Act 3. Which actually became Metropolis Act 3 because, you know, it got cut, and but the layout was reused for that same act. Which is of course that really made a lot of pain for kids in the 90s. And yeah, that's basically it. But there's this last one. Which is what fans thought of when they first heard the name of Genocide City Zone. Like just a barren city with dead things everywhere. Like this area has been massacred. Which is of course I put here. Because I really think that Genocide City is more like interesting, even though it's not really what Yuji Naka intended. And there's actually more here, and you would see his redstone as effect for blood, and yeah, this kind of place I just put points there for like old effect, but it just kind of like never done. You would just see more here. You also see chains here. Like, yeah, it's just dead bodies all over. We also see some cracks to effect for like an abandoned city, which, like, yeah. Let's move on to Sonic 3. Sonic, the first half of Sonic 3, which is Ice Cap Zone. Like, yeah, that's just it. Didn't even add the ground of, but we'll move on back there. What I would call a Mushroom Hill Zone. You know, it's really close to it. Like, I use this for block running, and I also use this, which, of course, if you know, Java has, you know, has the ability to give you custom heads. But other than that, it's just this. And also, next stage is Flying Battery. In the first floor, it's kinda empty, except for that room over there. Like there. Pilot's Lounge. Like, you would just see that, yeah, it's there, alright. You just put this for, like, you know, keys, you know, perform specific commands. Also put this here for effect. It doesn't do anything. And to be fair, this thing doesn't have power at all. The lever's just kinda there for effect. Now moving on from the thing. Oh yeah, oh wait. Center floor. But you get it's outside, like you see that area that's there. But back here, we'll probably add some obstacles here. But here, you kinda like, if you like this thing that pulls you up, then there's like other things to grab on. There aren't really blocks that are those, but you get what I mean. So this is kind of like the fire thing, where you just sprint and they will just bring you back, like just bring you there. I put this here for like spewing, and there aren't really blocks that are this size, or at least the size that will give it enough to shoot fire. Look, you get what I mean. I don't even know what I'm saying. This is castle, which you would normally see in Flying Battery at the end of stages. If you're in there, or deal with free animals, but it is different on here, which it would, you know, have robots or rings inside them. And this is just kind of like a magnetic block of sorts. Like if a magnet's like activating on the top, it would just like pull the metal things out of there. And this is the mini boss, or well, at least the first part of the main boss from Act 2. You know, it would just like move, then you just shoot laser, then it would just closer in, and this is just kind of like where you would stand on and pretend Astrobonic, and it's a platform which will lead you to the top, which there is nothing. I mean, to be fair, if I made this bigger, it would have also like abysmal. And I also forgot about that, but who cares? So this I'll keep that at the end because you'll see this. Yeah, that's just, I pretend this to be Lava Reef. It's, although there's just lava. What is that thing? And if you go up here, you would see that it's the Master Emerald Shrine, or what I would call Hidden Palace. Forget to put like this. Oh, would you look at that music? I'll also put the like a painting here to show the prophecy of that thing that would have happened in Doomsday Zone. Also, underneath this carpet is just glowstone for like glowing effect, which, you know, the Master Emerald does. And also this name is to represent the Sun Chaos Emeralds. You also see that there would be like a hole in here, which is kind of like a volcano. And of course, we're back to the Ice Capstone Mountain. And now let's move on to the Dead Egg Zone. And as you can see, well, there isn't a lot, you know, but you get to see stuff here. I put the this thing here, the eggmobile. You know, blah blah blah. Rocket ship incoming. And you would see this. Oh, hold on, let me just sleep for now. Now, back to this. This is actually just like barrier blocks. And nice Eggman logo, I suppose. And there's actually a rocket here. Which I just used from like a certain something. Like currently it would just like a piston would just put the block there and it would activate it. So but I'm not gonna bother you because that's slow, and I also cannot take upon the liberty of rebuilding it again just for the sake of this video. These are something that I use for the, for this build, and it's also there's some that. Oh right, it's just command activated account, so it would just disappear off your hand. Also put this here, just coding in Master Emerald, which is actually occurring during Sonic 3 and Knuckles, where he's finally still the Master Emerald. And this is the Death Egg Robot, and not gonna lie, this is actually a pretty good build in my opinion. Like you see this like nose and also that. You would see that like, yeah, this is also some jetpacks which would help it fly, even though it's kind of weak. And I also created this. This is the Mecha Sonic from Sonic 2. Would probably insert future robots there. But for now, this is what I have. And let's go up, and there would be another piece of computer. Oh well, those are computers right there. But we'll go to that. You're just seeing there some very bad like stuff, like this art, which you can tell I just tried. Yeah, the dead egg, which is pathetic, and yeah, that Sonic it is also pathetic. But that's what we can do with the banners. And now here it's just basically like power managing. Like this is the power source. I would put the Master Emerald here, like in the top, but decided not to as well. Now let's go back for our. This is Sonic Schoolhouse. Why did I do this? I don't know. It's probably gonna pop up a message or something. You're like, yeah, you're gonna put that. But really, it's just have like classrooms. And if I move here, it's also the same. And would you look at that? The school bus. Which when you like go, and there's like a screen there which just places a movie. There's like this things, which this is the matching game. But yeah, and this like really like collect 5 rings in a certain amount of time. Well, not really, just like speedrun collecting rings. When you collect 5 rings, you just like win. That's it. Really, just watch a Sonic Schoolhouse video and you'll probably get what I'm talking about here. I think that's it. There's nothing else I would put here. I hope I would add more to this in the future, which I would actually do after I'm done recording this. So hold on, so bye.